All right. So I had talked about on I don't have my other phone to look up, and I don't have my computer. A process of which I tend to use honeydew lists versus mind map. So when you first start out, you start past whatever accomplishments or trauma, your choice, and then after that, you do the opposite. So that's past, and then you come back to the present, and then you go to positive future. All right. So these are two separate pieces of paper. All right. Once you have both of these, then what you do is you draw on one of them, whatever comes to mind. Let the mind roll around. So you may have an image. It's the whole point is not getting the set image. No set. Okay, it is the concept. All right, so a mind map, if you don't know what a mind map is, it starts here and then you do, these are the ideas that branch off of it. Think of it like a neuron, and then you go there, and then that has its own, and maybe they tie back, who knows. But anyways, that's a mind map. And then a honeydew list just basically says accomplishment 1, accomplishment 2. All right, and you can organize it based on importance or a linear age. So either way, but the whole point is to draw over it. That's the exercise. Draw. All right, and what this process is, and this is where it's going to be hard for the new generation because everyone's used to the touch screen. You just touch it. It's just these plotted points. Now, the good thing about a mouse and a laptop was there was this middle interpreter. If moved, then so. So, and then you have your hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Anyways, that's a hand. Your brain has that understanding of dominoes. So if that. Now technically it's still the same here on the touchscreen. Touchscreen, but there's no continual line. It's basically buckshot. It's here, 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 here. All right. Even though you know your hand was moving from there. So, but only you would be able to see that, the individual. Now this, on here, everyone would be able to see if they're recording, if they're capturing your movement. You're placing a string of connection. So carrying that back, what the brain will then do, as long as you say, I worded it in a certain way in a prior video, and I'll put it in the description. It may take a few days to get everything organized, but all right. So the thing is, you've finished these two things: mind map, list. Bup, 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 bup. So you got your list. All right. And then you got your collective list there. And then you draw over it. So you draw a tree. And then all of a sudden you get to there. And then you think of, I don't even know, a tire. So you work on one first. And then once it gets fairly full, you switch over to the next one. Now you get a choice of which paper you're going to do it first. What the instructor is supposed to do is watch the line work, because it's mimicking the mouse and keyboard. It is connecting either letters or ideas with whatever. So the more you know about the person, the easier it is to decipher. So and then right there, it just, you hone it in. So, but if you want to switch these around and do this as past and then future, so be it. So, but that's how that works, and that's the reason why it's going to be such a successful exercise. But it is more of a one-on-one. So, versus, well, you can post them online too if you're and that way the doctor could be able to see it remotely and be able to tell you, and you yourself would be able to see it. The whole point of therapy is to share the information. All right, so you keep trying until you've told enough honesty to let go. Okay, not to yourself, but to others. 2, not have responses. That coughing, all right? Oh, you knew about that? Or you coughed up the coffee type deal. The emotional response is a little different. That anxiety attack, that whatever, you would simply walk your string through the narrative of what you did, because you know that's a comfort zone. That's what your subconscious is telling you. So, is exactly how to navigate through it. Now, what you do is, instead of telling definite details, you tell similar stories that would be able to piece it together. And then you can keep watering it down after that. Because you know the potency. You know you're always going to have that with you. All right? That is not your job to share that with everyone. Okay? All right. I'm going to flip it over. Keep it super simple. So, I work now. I can make up to 1,500. Currently, I'm probably on point for about 1,000. That's my own fault. And I'm training. So at 1,000 a month, I'll need step 1. Trademark. 1,500. Then after that, once I have that website, I'll then start releasing information, or that trademark. Step 2 is website. Which is based on this number right here, is going to be approximately 2026 completion. So it's a New Year's resolution site. And then it's going to help with cognitive functioning and facial recognition. Recognition. Now, I've went from advertisements. I've altered it. It used to just be $5 per, and it's still $5 per. But instead of just buying one box, you're going to have to do all 5. So you got to build your own support system. So that's it. Where you are the top, that is your goal. You're going to list your goal that you want to achieve in 2026. Goal. And then a positive and negative comment. And that is it. That's it. I was going to do like 100 each, so that way you can say you're being 100 with me, not 100 characters. For 1, 2, 3, so that's 300 altogether. That's that simple. And then right here, what I'm trying to listen, it was going to be at $35. But the goal, I think it's, we're going to collect 37.38. And then that tax on there will make it that we have a flat profit of 36. 36 is literally ASCII for money. And that's the reason why. This whole site is to help educate and inform. And then you will understand. So these numbers may change, but this is going to be our end number. So this will be 36 for 1, 2, 3, 4. So, and then we'll do 1,000,000 of them. And that's just for the memory part, because so many people are going to play it, and I don't want it to recycle. So, and then all that money, because taxes are going to be taken out, you can figure 40% right off the top. So 36, I'm just going to keep it simple. I'm just going to say 36 times 4. 0.4. So I don't know which way to do that. I know that would go over there. And that would be 12. And then it's 4. Is that 32, 36, 24? Yeah, 24. I don't know, $120,000. I don't know, maybe 1,000,000. I don't fucking know. 144. So 14 million probably. I don't know. I'm throwing numbers around. I can't do math. I don't have my additionals. So, in conclusion, in conjunction, 1. If you can't talk to yourself, i.e. record, and hear yourself, and listen to it over and over, and start telling stories about your past, that you imagine someone talk self, imagine someone listening that you trust and you want them to know. But imagine them listening, and then you talk to yourself and you listen to it. You listen it to yourself until you have it in such a way that you understand the conversation what's wrong, where the problem is. Now the problem is, in addition to that, that also teaches you how to lie. So there's that. So, but as I always say, in the beginning of any new relationship, I'm going to be honest with you 100% all the time. Except I reserve the right to lie once. Starting now. Everything after this, 100% with you. Alright? I'm a liar. Alright? I think that's an A, actually. I don't know. Anyways, from that point, so that gets it right off the table. You either make a decision based off of my actions, or you don't. Okay, if I'm not doing what I say, then that means I was honest here. But I'm not going into the theoretical battle there. But it gets that whole thought process away from what's his ulterior motive. You just take it for what it is. If you don't like the idea, don't take it. It's that simple. So.